Why Candace Owens may have the upper hand in the Macron defamation lawsuit. Background of the case. The French First Lady, Brigitte Macron, and her husband, President Emmanuel Macron, filed a defamation lawsuit against Candace Owens in Delaware Superior Court on July 23, 2025. The lawsuit targets Owens for spreading false claims, including that Brigitte was born a man named Jean-Michel Trogneux, her brother's name, alongside allegations of incest and fraud. The Macrons aim to prove these statements are defamatory, but the U.S. legal system's high bar for defamation cases, especially for public figures, may give Owens an advantage. The legal standard: actual malice. To win a defamation case in the U.S., public figures like the Macrons must prove actual malice, a standard set by the 1964 Supreme Court case, New York Times Cumber v. Sullivan. This requires showing that Owens knowingly published false statements or acted with reckless disregard for their truth. Meeting this threshold is challenging, as it needs clear evidence of intent or gross negligence, not merely falsehoods. Lessons from Palin v. New York Times. The case of former Governor Sarah Palin illustrates the challenge. In 2017, Palin sued the New York Times over an editorial that wrongly linked her campaign materials to a shooting. Despite the Times admitting the error, Palin lost in 2 trials because she could not prove actual malice. The courts found no evidence that the Times knowingly lied or recklessly ignored the truth. This precedent, as noted by the New York Sun, suggests Owens could benefit from the same high bar, especially if she claims she believed her sources, however unreliable. Owens' defense and First Amendment protections. Owens' team argues the lawsuit is an attack on her First Amendment rights as a journalist. She claims she requested an interview with Brigitte Macron, which was denied, and portrays the suit as an attempt to silence her. A recent French appeals court decision, overturning a defamation ruling against 2 women who made similar claims about Brigitte Macron, citing good faith, may support Owens' narrative. However, it's not binding in U.S. courts. Her defense hinges on arguing she acted in good faith or relied on sources, which could undermine the Macrons' ability to prove actual malice. The Macrons' case and challenges. The Macrons' 219-page complaint includes evidence like Brigitte's birth records and photos to counter Owens' claims. They argue she ignored their retraction demands, which could suggest reckless disregard for the truth. Their lawyer, Tom Clare, who won a $790 million settlement against Fox News for Dominion voting systems, calls this a clear-cut case of defamation. However, proving actual malice remains a significant hurdle, particularly if Owens can demonstrate that she relied on any source, even a questionable one, or if her audience perceives her as an opinionated commentator rather than a factual reporter. Public perception and Owens' platform. Owens' large following, 7 million on X and 4.5 million on YouTube, amplifies her ability to frame the lawsuit as a free speech battle. This narrative may resonate with her audience, even if it doesn't directly impact the legal outcome. Her status as a provocateur could further complicate the Macrons' case, as U.S. courts often protect controversial speech, especially when the plaintiffs are foreign public figures. Conclusion. The Palin case highlights the difficulty of proving actual malice, even in cases involving apparent falsehoods. The Macrons face an uphill battle in U.S. courts, where free speech protections are robust. While their evidence is strong, Owens' ability to claim reliance on sources or good faith, combined with her public platform, may give her a strategic edge in this high-profile defamation suit.